Hey, what's up, guys and gals? It's me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose, back with another edition of American Truck Simulator. And we are back here in Elko, Nevada. If you remember from our last video, we had driven from San Diego to Elko, made a delivery, and now we are at the Kenworth dealership here for a little maintenance, as well as want to jump in the shop and show you guys a little bit about the wheel customization DLC that just came out. A couple of you guys asked me about it, and so I thought I would jump in here and just show you what it is all about. It's like $3 in the Steam store, and what it basically does is it just gives you the ability to come in here. It adds a few more rims into your game, and you notice there's these red ones. If we go to like Seagull, it's got a little paintbrush next to it, and it just allows us basically to come in here and paint our wheels. If we want our rims to be maybe the same color as the truck, or maybe you're going for some crazy paint scheme where you want bright yellow rims or orange rims or whatever you're looking for, you could actually come in here and do that and take care of that. So it does give you that ability now to do that, and it might be something that you're interested in. But again, some people had asked me about it, asked me what I thought about it, if I thought it was something that had a was something that maybe was worth it or whatever. I don't know. It's all up for what you're going for. I know that there is also a mod out there, I think, that gives you the ability to do painted rims as well. So, and I actually think that's in the Steam Workshop, so you might check that out before you do go sink $3 into it. I don't really mind sinking $3 into it and supporting SCS, as long as they don't keep putting things like that out all the time. They're like $3 here, $3 there, and it's garbage, and it's just a money grab. Because you never know when you're going to find that little diamond in the rough. Like the cabin accessories pack for me, it was one of those things that I looked at it and thought, oh, this is a joke, and the next thing I know, I love it and can't go without it. And really, I miss my little Bob and puppy dog on my dashboard. And, I'm going to drive a little ETS this week, and I look forward to seeing him again, sitting on my dashboard. So, but anyways, yeah, so you never know when you're going to find something that's awesome. I don't know, $3 for the ability to change the color, because, most everybody's either going to want really bright chrome rims, or they're going to want some alloy or something like that. Most people aren't going to paint them, but who knows? You may be going for some Monster Energy truck or something. You want yellow rims or something. Maybe that's what you're looking for. So it's up to you. While we're in the shop, there's a couple little things I wanted to point out about this truck. When I put it together, I was talking about maybe I couldn't find the fenders for this. I looked all over, and somebody said something in the comments about it's there. You just have to really look for it. If you get way up here in the front, looking back at the angle, it comes in right here. And if you're looking over here, you'll get air lines. If you're looking from the other side, you'll end up getting the air conditioner, like right here. There's an air conditioner that could go there if you didn't have the triaxle on. So, but yeah, if you get right up here in the front corner and look back, it actually pops up right there, and that'll give you the ability to either do chrome or the painted tri fender. So that is on there. One other little thing I found was the ability to change. I didn't realize you could do the fifth wheel and customize the fifth wheel up on this thing. But if you get up here again, you get the fifth wheel. You can change the color on it. You can make it red and have red, grate underneath there. Or you could do a white. Well, actually, it's black. But anyways, you can do some painted fifth wheel stuff. But I found this one with diamond plate, and I really was digging it. So that's what I'm working with, was the diamond plate. Made that little subtle change to it. And then the other little subtle change I made was I added the air conditioner up here on top of the cab. I thought there was just sort of a void there, and it fills in the spot. And I think it looks too good, it matches in, and it doesn't break the lines up too much. If it was like one of these really big gaudy air handlers like you see on top of a Winnebago, then maybe I wouldn't have used it, but it's low profile. It looks pretty good. So I'm still sticking with the 450 motor in it. I just can't bring myself to change up the motor in this thing, because again, I don't need that big horsepower motor. I like the challenge of having to work through the gears, and know that you've got some reason to shift when you're hauling these light loads. And if there were some heavier loads in the game, then it would justify it, but there's just none in here. So That's where we're going. The other little thing that I forgot to do in the last episode when we put our other truck into the shop, I did not assign a driver to it. So since I have come back into the driver manager and I moved Madison from Las Vegas to Elko so that she could take over that nice truck. So she's got the nice truck. She's got the best, money per mile as far as going. She just inches out Michael. So since she had the better driving money per mile, I went ahead and threw her into the Peterbilt 579 stand-up sleeper. So she's driving it now and rocking out. And then what else? Oh, and that leaves me a truck that actually needs a driver. So we need to go into truck manager, and you'll see that we should have an idle file. Let's see. No, she's moved to that one. She should be in the process of moving over to that one. But there should be another one that is not on the road with a driver. There we go. This one here needs a new driver. So we need to come in here, find a driver real quick, and find somebody who fits my standards that I'm looking for right off the bat, which is I prefer to find somebody that's got some points in distance before anything else. This goofy looking dude has 1 point in distance. Sinead O'Connor up here has 1 point in time urgency or whatever. This guy actually here looks like he's the best option because he's got 1 point in distance and 2 points in fragile cargo. So he can make some bonus off of that stuff, and then also we can get his distance up pretty quick, and then get him maxed out on time delivery. So let's go ahead and hire him. He's going to be our hire that we're going to get. All right. And while we're in here, let's just check the driver manager real quick and make sure everybody's doing their thing. This guy is training on distance. He has 3 points in distance. He has, he's good on distance. So she's good on time. Let's put her back to distance real quick. Let's get her another point in distance. This guy is training for time. This guy's training for time. Time. He's training for time as well. And then our new hire, we want to train him for distance. To get his distance up. And this guy, he's got 3 points in distance. I really don't think he needs to haul anything longer than that. So let's work on getting his hazardous cargo trained up. And maybe he can make some more money hauling more dangerous loads. So that's the route I'm going to go with him. So with our workers trained up, we need to find a job. And I think I may have already taken a job. I did. I took a job here for $17,000. That's going to be a load of cars to Bakersfield. So at the time, that was the most profitable run. Everything else is right in the same area as well. Price per mile is just about the exact same. So I really don't see. Let's see. That one's, oh, well, duh. There we go. Yeah, price per mile. This is about the best one. There is this run here, but I just don't really feel like taking that reverse route back to San Diego. We just came from there. So I thought the Tesla guys over to the rail exports would work for us. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go grab a load of cars and take them down. I mean, I could do a load of yogurt to Los Angeles. That would make a little bit more money, but I'm just sort of in the mood to relax and take a run to Bakersfield. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and get fired up. Oh yeah. All right. Get in cab. Get our lights turned on. It is morning, but I do want to go ahead and drive with my lights on just for safety. And we will get going. Let me go ahead and make sure that I get my track IR configured. And we will head out. Yeah, it's early in the morning as we head out this time. I do have fatigue turned back on, so we do have to manage our sleep. We'll have to take that in consideration. And we will get going. So we got to get over to the car dealership, pick up a load of cars, and then we'll jump on the road and head on out. I haven't driven much since my last video. Just because I haven't had time to, and things have just been going kind of crazy around here. I guess some of you guys are probably wondering why I didn't do any live streaming on Saturday night when I had said I was planning on doing ATS on Saturday night. Just things just kind of got out of whack on Saturday. There was a lot of stuff that had to get fixed around the house. I got a call from my neighbor over at the condominium complex that said that they had water damage in their condominium, and that I needed to come over and check my unit. And sure enough, I got over there and had a little bit of a water leak on the roof, so we had to tend to that a little bit and get that taken care of. So by the time I got that done, it was just Saturday afternoon had already come and was ready to, you know, I was up against it, but I thought, well, I'll do a broadcast, but I'll start a little bit later than normal. And then you can't really start off right there in fifth low, can you? The girlfriend called and her car wouldn't start again, so I had to go rescue her and get her car fixed. So next thing I knew, by the time I got home, it was 10:30, 10:45, somewhere in that area. And I was wore out and didn't feel like doing anything other than maybe playing a little bit with Alex, because I had said to him that I would join him for Empyrean. So I did play with those guys, and but I was so tired. I even turned the recorder on, but I was so tired from the day that I found that I just wasn't talking at all. I got on mining duty, and I just sat there and mined the whole time and just really vegged out. So it didn't make for interesting video at all. And had I done a live stream, it would have been the same thing. It would have just been complete boredom. So yeah, and then on Sunday I just, man, I focused all Sunday on getting that farm sim server up and running, and spent the entire day just doing the configuration on it, then downloading all the latest mods and making sure that I had, you know, all of those up to date and getting them on the server, and then getting everything configured right, and then purchasing what I wanted and moving it around the farm, and just making sure I had the proper mods for the map. And by the time I got that all done, it was like 7 o'clock yesterday evening. So it was another situation where I was like, I really just don't feel like trying to do a live stream. And even after that, I still worked on that server until maybe 10 o'clock. And a lot of that was working on the mod spreadsheet and all that other stuff to make sure that I had things up to date, and trying to figure out what I was going to do as far as the mods, because there's a couple of mods in there that I couldn't get to load, and I keep trying. I can't get them to load. So I guess they're just not multiplayer friendly. And then there's a couple of mods I couldn't find current versions for or links to, and so I put them up there. I'm not really sure if they'll if I had to give you a link to get them. I don't know if I could. So But I got all that taken care of, so. And with that said, we'll talk a little bit about the Farm Sim server. I know a lot of you guys have expressed the desire to do multiplayer together. And so I went ahead, and it's been something I've been toying around with, and then the last month really just working to figure out where I was going to go to get the server and what I was going to do, what map. And so it's up and running now. I will probably be on there quite a bit here in the week, especially in the afternoons when everybody gets out of school or whatever. We'll do some live streaming off of it, but primarily it's just there for you guys to play on. I'll jump on there and play on it, and we'll just have some fun. I'll record some videos while I'm on it, and just enjoy it. It'd be a nice way to do some multiplayer work. Alright, let's grab our trailer here. But it's the same set of rules on that server as it is with all the broadcasts and videos and stuff that we do. It's pretty much keep it clean, be respectful of other people. If you can't play nice, we'll certainly show you the door. Alright, let's get backed up here. The other thing I worked on yesterday was getting Discord set up with multiple channels and getting all the permissions and everything straightened out on it, so that you guys can jump on there as well and we can all communicate on there. So if you're not familiar with Discord, it's basically the same thing as like a TeamSpeak. It's an application that is developed by gamers, for gamers, and it's nice. There's no charge for it to set up a server. My understanding is down the road there's going to be sort of a microtransaction type deal, like if you want certain color schemes for your server, you'll be able to pay to have the color scheme changed on it or things like that. But the basic premise of it will be free for you. Maybe if there's certain plugins you want to implement, they'll maybe cost you a little fee or something like that. But apparently they got some money behind them, and so yeah, you can get one set up for free. It doesn't cost you anything. I like it, you know, and I like the fact that it's both browser based, or you can get the standalone client. Either way you want to go. Alright, let's not hit this car here, but we're gonna have to give it a hug to avoid that telephone pole back there. Right turn on red after stop. Nice sign, glad you added that in. Now how about adding some reduced speed ahead signs and you know, prepare to stop signs. Having these every 10 feet, now that's ridiculous. Alright, let's get rolling. We got almost 3/4 of a tank of gas. So, I mean, we should be pretty good, but we might stop at the truck stop outside of Reno. Alrighty. So I have a confession to make. I started to record this video about an hour ago, and I actually took a run from Elko to Barstow, and I will say it was a very good run. With the exception of the fact that in Prim, I had to stop and sleep. And when I did, apparently I forgot to charge my Track IR headset. And it died on me, and I nearly wrecked. Managed to pull off to the side of the road and switch everything back over to my baseball cap. But it just ruined the video because of everything that I had to deal with when it was going out. And just all of a sudden it became a slideshow on screen. So I ended up just trashing that video and came back up to Elko. I finished the run, came back up to Elko, and started over again. So I'm back on the baseball hat. Even though I love my little track hat clip, I should charge it up more often. I mean, it's gone a week since I charged it, so it's doing just fine. Alrighty. But I still am trying to get everything right on it. I still have a little bit of a head bob issue with it. Just got to get the sensitivities a little bit more tweaking on that, but I do enjoy it, do like it. It's probably actually charged up by now. It charges in like 20 minutes and or 30 minutes. I think like a 30-minute charge will last 20 hours. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. But I made the switch back over the ball cap, and I wanted to get this video done, so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get the video started before that thing's gonna be charged up. So I want to get the video done because I'm recording this midday on Monday. I want to get it done and in the can, so this afternoon I can do I don't remember that rust area being there. That must be something that the MHA added in. Huh. That's either something MHA Pro has added in, or something. No, I'm pretty sure that wasn't there in the stock version. That must be a MHA Pro, because I saw that and thought it was going to be the weigh station, but the weigh station's on the other side of Reno before you go into Truckee, so yeah, who knows? I haven't driven this direction since I added MHA Pro in, so I'm seeing everything for the first time in this direction, so that's probably what that is. That rest area or fuel station is added in. I still keep finding myself trying to use the word fuel station instead of using the word gas station. I mean, truck stop really is what I want to use, but they just don't look like truck stops, you know? I want to see a Love's truck stop or something like that, you know? Was it Truck America, I think? Forget the name of it. But yeah, they get big, huge truck stops. That's what I want to see. Oh. Why did I get called in here? Okay, this is not legit. Yeah, I'm sorry. The dude who did this map, this isn't legit. This would not, you don't have this kind of thing in the United States. The scales that are at a rest area like this, certified scales, they are for you as a convenience to come in and weigh your vehicle, and not for you to come in here and actually not for you to actually have to stop at. State scales are completely different than certified scales. Yeah, this wouldn't, you wouldn't have state scales on a retail establishment's property like that at a truck stop. Maybe I'm wrong. That's always been my understanding of them. Is certified scales at a truck stop are there for you to weigh out and check your loads so that when you get on the road you don't get a ticket for being overweight. It's for you to verify your load. So I shouldn't have gotten called into that. And this basically, just so I can clarify why I'm against that, you know, it's not that certified scales shouldn't be there. It's that you shouldn't get called in to have your load checked at that particular place. The only way I think that would happen is if you had a, like in the north, if you had your transportation guys driving around and maybe that's it. I don't know. I know here in the south, like where I live in Alabama, there's only a couple of places where they weigh, and but like going into Florida, there's a weigh station there that you pull in to weigh at. But then you have the transportation division of law enforcement does have commercial enforcement. Transportation division, the whole thing is transportation, but they do have commercial enforcement. They have a van that has mobile scales in it, and they'll go around and spot check that way. But I don't think you would get spot checked and taken into a set of certified scales like that to weigh. So I don't know. Any of you guys who drive truck can comment on that and either verify I'm right on that or let me know if I'm wrong. But certainly my understanding is certified scales at a truck stop, that's a convenience for you. It costs you a little bit of money to go in there and weigh, but it's there for you to check your load so that you'll know whether you're in compliance or not. So when you stop at scales, you can say, okay, well, I weighed and this is what the certified scales tell me against your scales, and you know, so you're not going in there blind and going, well, I had no idea I was 50,000 pounds and 40 of it's on the wrong axle. Yeah, we got a 50,000 pound load and 40,000 of it's on one axle. So anyways, that's one of those things you deal with when you're driving on a modified map. Yeah, come to a decline here, as we know we're coming to a 30-mile-an-hour zone. I really wish they would fix this intersection and make it into a proper intersection. I know there's some mods out there that bring it into a proper intersection, like a clover leaf or a diamond or something like that. Somebody asked me before if this truck had a clock in it. It does have a clock. It's on the tachometer down there. I think I hit the wrong buttons there. That's the reason I shifted around a little bit. So my shifter is broken again. I'm having a problem with the way I did the micro switch for the range, which is the front lever on it. The way I got it is I've got a pin that's pushing up and hitting a micro switch, and the micro switch is basically epoxied into the top of the shift knob. Every once in a while that epoxy is just not holding good enough. I got to find a better way to secure it, or I just need to hold off and wait until the new shift knob from CSIO is done and get one of theirs. I'm going to bypass this place. I just don't need the fuel. Oh, as I said that, I looked down and realized I'm under a half a tank of fuel now. I should be able to get there. If not, there's other places to stop. So the real question is, since I got stopped at that last place, will I get stopped at this place? Of course I will. Alright, so we'll pull in here. I love that with all the trucks though in here. Yeah, I should have stopped at that fuel station. Oh well. Can't do anything about it now. Let's while we're here pulled in, let's look at, we got 329 miles to go, and as far as the amount of fuel we have, let's see, we can go 454 miles, so we should be okay. See, I knew I was right. I don't think the fuel is necessarily as accurate on the dashboard as it is just overall. Alright, let's get back out of here on the road. It's trucking. God, I love this truck. I really do. It's so sweet. Oh, make that turn. Wrong place to do that and not be able to find the button you're looking for. Okay. There's the key I was looking for. Yeah. Great timing there, Moosey. That's what I always wreck. Anytime I decide to get out of the cab and do anything kind of special, that's when I end up making some bonehead mistake and wrecking. Get this off of the screen. I don't want it up there. I know some of you guys want me to have Route Advisor up all the time, but man, I just can't stand it because I can't look over and see out my mirror and when I'm driving. Might as well get up to 55 and just put it on cruise control, because you know the speed limit's changing right here around this turn, so we'll just stick with it. But yeah, when I glance over to look at that mirror and see, you know, where I'm at, I can't see it with that Route Advisor in there. We just paid a little bit on our loan. When we finish this, we're going to be able to pay that loan off, so which we probably could pay it off right now, because I think I have like $7,000, somewhere in that area. I forgot to look when I was rolling through everything. I know I had enough to pay it off, but I didn't have enough to pay it off and still be able to pay like fuel bills and hotel stays and things of that nature. So, and since not only one of my drivers has a sleeper on their truck right now, if any kind of overnight stays they have, I have to pay for a hotel room. So, all right, truck, you better stay there, because there is no way for me to get over at this time. Well, I'll tell you what, the guys at MHA Pro, they sure got it right with all these billboard signs. Because that's about the way it is when you drive down the road. There's billboards everywhere. Usually, though, they're not in the middle of the road like that. Usually, they're off to the sides. Usually, I'll have, you know, billboards on the right-hand side and the left-hand side of the road. And they're sort of like in a triangle shape. Where if you're coming from one side of the road, you can read them. If you're coming from the other side, you can read the back side of them. Or they're just one big billboard, you know. Reduce our speed a little bit here coming down this hill. There's the popo. I usually make that shift up going into 6. I get such a hurry, I shift it too early and end up over revving the engine a little bit. Still working on it. All right. That was close. Almost wrecked right there. I'll tell you what, the one difference in having the Trek IR with the head, the hat piece, the one thing I've come to realize, the main difference between the hat piece and having the track hat clip that I'm using now with the light diodes, and again I'm using the hat today, the one thing I really noticed is the hat piece is not nearly as sensitive as the light diodes are, and the light diodes, so your response time sometimes on the camera movement is a bit slower with the hat than it is with the actual diodes, because the diodes, as soon as I move my head, the camera responds. With the hat, I move my head and the camera responds about a half a second later, or I don't know, a couple hundred milliseconds or something like that. It's not nearly as instantaneous as what I'm used to now with the light diodes, which in a way sort of messes you up. Well, that just falls down, doesn't it? Yeah, I guess somebody mistook what I said in my last video too about the track clip. I didn't just now get Track IR. I've had Track IR for quite some time. I just got a new headset to use with Track IR, which enhances it a little bit more. So I got a wireless headset on that. Because he was like, oh, well, now that you have Track IR, make sure you look out around a lot more and, you know, for full immersive. Well, you know, I look around a bit, but to be honest with you, believe it or not, I get complaints from people when I look around too much. Don't look around so much. I want to see what's coming up down the road. Alright, people. Let Moosey make a right-hand turn here. Come on. Oh well, they're gonna let me make the right-hand turn now. Now here's a good opportunity for us to do an outside cam. Too much that direction. Yeah, I missed that downshift. I'll tell you what though, with this motor and this transmission in this truck, and again it's coded a little bit different than what the stock transmission and stock motor is. I cannot roll off that red light in third gear. I could do it before in the other one, but I sure can't do it in this truck. In this truck, I pretty much have got to either be in second or first to come off of that traffic light. Even there, I thought I had a little bit of forward momentum still. And it didn't work. Oop, ground a little gear there. Doing that little gear floating. Alrighty. So we're getting close to our destination. We shouldn't be too much further from it. I would say maybe 30 minutes. Maybe I'm wrong. 3 hours 51 minutes to our destination. I should probably slow down a little bit. Maybe put her on cruise control. Then maybe check what my sleep cycle is. 3 hours and 58 minutes on sleep cycle. Man, I got 3 hours and 37 minutes to get there. Huh. Well, we cut it kind of close, won't we? Might want to step up my acceleration a little bit more. I have to run it in the red a little bit. Try to give myself a little bit of buffer in case backing in is a little issue-y. And then I'll go. We'll try and run around 58. I know I'm speeding, but I'm trying to give myself a little bit of a cushion here headed to our destination. If I can eat off a little bit more time. I usually like to get there an hour early, and that way I can take my time backing in and get everything in. I'm not pushing up against blacking out. Though we do have 22 hours to get the load there, so we could, in theory, find a place, pull off, rest, do all that good stuff. still, we're 2 hours and 19 minutes out with a 3 hour and 2 minutes to get there. So I'm not going to sweat it that much. Even if I pull off in Bakersfield, sleep, and then finish up the load, we can do that. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Alrighty. Yeah, so we're looking at $112,000 right now, and I owe probably keep hitting the wrong button trying to get rid of that. I think I owe like probably around 95,000, maybe 90,000. So that looks like a place to sleep right here at the top of this. And fuel, but yeah, we're just gonna keep on going. Keep on going. I mean, I see our destination right up ahead, so it just doesn't make any sense to stop now. Plus, I like to make a delivery in the sunlight instead of in the dark, and it's 5:38 right now. So if I go ahead and get there on time, or a little bit early, I can back in. As my dude starts to yawn. Whoa, car. All right. I think there's a gas station right around the corner from where we're making this delivery. I could be wrong though. I could be thinking about the wrong area. Yeah, I think it's right up here, and I think there's a gas station right where we're going as well. So we can get fuel, rest. Oh, you know what? I don't think it's a rest stop though. I know, I'm seeing something looks blue up there. Here's the whole Motor City thing, and there's a place to rest, fuel, all of it right here together, so that'll work out. Dude and his yawning though, driving me crazy. Alright, so we're right here at it. Just to double check. I got 39 minutes before he starts to black out. And I've got the hardest parking spot. Nice. I definitely want to get it done in the daylight. I don't want to deal with this at night. So... So let's get pulled into here. Pull straight on up into here. Alright. Check out what I got going on here. Need to rotate my wheels a little bit that way so I can start getting my load to come back around to me. Need to get rid of that so it's not in my face anymore. Oh, come on, quit. Quit with the blackout stuff. Why is my load going that direction? Alright. Now, let's see if we can get it going back in there where it needs to go. Hush. So I am going to use my my overhead on this just to look, just because I don't have a spotter or anything. I just like to make sure that I got my cut started right. Straighten that up a little bit. Bring that on around. Alright, check where I'm at real quick. Yep, we're in good shape. Back into here. Quit with the whole tired thing. Just let me get my load delivered. Come back a little bit so I can get off of that rail. Alright. Where am I at? Oh, come on now. Oh man, I got twisted up in here. Gonna have to readjust. I knew that went way too good. Wait, it's got me in the parking lot, so I could actually rest right here. That's too funny. Alright, let's see if we can get up here, readjust, and then we'll drive this. Oh, come on. Quit with the blackout stuff. Let's see if we can roll this guy back in here now. Might take a couple little shuffles to get it straightened up. It ain't perfect. It's getting pretty close though. Alright, bring them back tight. Into full lock. Bring it on around. Straighten up. And that should be good right there. We're going to call that parked. Bada bing, bada boom. Pay the man, right? All right. And before we pass out, we can pull forward maybe. And take a nap. I think like right here on the... Right here, I think we can actually stop the engine and sleep. Yes, we can. And then we just have to go get fuel, and we're good to go. So let's check out where we're at. We now have $135,000. So I am going to go ahead and go to the bank, repay that loan, which we owe $94,000 on. So let's repay that. We are out of debt, which means we can start accumulating more wealth and start getting more trucks in here. So it's always good to be out of debt. That means everything we make from here on out is ours. So we've got $40,000 now, and we're moving forward. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video for today, and thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate it. It's always good to have you guys around, and we'll try to get some live streams in this week. I'm going to try to get one each night this week. So fingers crossed it's going to work out. Come join me on the Farm Sim server. I'm going to try to be on there in the afternoons. I'm going to try to record my video stuff in the morning, do some Farm Sim in the afternoons on the dedicated server, and then do the live streams in the evenings at 6 o'clock. So that's going to be the game plan. Working out the balance for all this stuff. And then also, you know, my real life. It's all a challenge, but we'll figure it all out and we'll get it all done. But man, I so much appreciate you guys, and I can't wait to hang out with you and do a little farming, and see you in the next video or next live stream. Until then, stay safe, have a great day. See ya! Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you consider giving it a like, maybe even sharing it with your friends. It does help me out a tremendous amount and is greatly appreciated. Also, leave some comments down below. That's really the only way I can gauge if you guys are enjoying what's being put out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want daily notifications. I try to do a new video each and every day. Also, if you want to stay in touch with me and find out what's going on, our social links are down in the bottom left-hand corner. Twitter is where I usually announce schedule changes, live streams, and new video releases. Facebook's a great way to get in touch with me if you have any questions to ask. And of course, I am trying to get to 1,000 followers on Google+, which I know I'll probably be old and gray before that happens. But if you can jump over there and follow me, it would be super awesome. So if you like today's video, there's a whole lot more content on the channel. I hope you'll browse through it, find something to keep yourself entertained until the next video or live stream. Speaking of live streams, I try to do them nightly around 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Until the next time, thanks again for watching. See you soon.